Okay folks, last video was me on the inside of the garden, this time on the outside of the fence. About 6 or 8 days ago last time. Looking really good in there. Zucchinis, a lot of fruit on, but nothing to harvest yet. This side here is popcorn, the other side over there, the taller stuff, is Indian corn, green bean. They're starting to get flowers on them. There's actually some beans starting to form, and they look pretty good for the most part. Lettuce looks great still. It's probably close to being done for growing. Sorry, that was a fence post. Everything looks good. Brassica plants. We've harvested a fair bit of broccoli and kohlrabi. Very good, very delicious. And this year, for the first time, we've actually grown a fair bit of sunflowers. We put a sunflower patch that trapped the rabbits. We got rabbit issues. That's why the fence is there. The ribbon's there just to make the fence look taller for deer. The fence is actually only 2 foot tall, but we've not had issues, knock on wood, with any of it. This is on the outside of the fence. And there are actually sunflowers that we grew last year, and we kept seeds. Actually, not we, my wife kept seed from those, and this year I planted them. I just put them in the earthway seeder and put compost down and just put them down through the yard. There they are. They look great. It won't be long. They'll actually be flowering very soon, I would guess. They're starting to get full blooms. It's not open yet. They look good. I'm not sure how many's here, but there's a lot. Some didn't grow as good as others, but that's all right. It's the first time we ever tried it. They look good. All in all, they look good. And some of it, wild violets and stuff take over, but it's okay. They're down low. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. It's still carbon sequestration. It's all good. This patch here is actually, perennial sunflowers, Jerusalem artichokes. That's an 8x8 area, and they are fully loaded. Look great. They are delicious perennials. There's actually some potatoes in there growing this year. The bugs eat them up pretty good, but that's all right. They're volunteers. They must have been in the compost that I put in there last season. There's a bunch here in the ends, but all in all, that bed is clear, full. Everything looks great. Back to the garden, main garden. I use ground cover around the perimeter. That gizmo there is what I use to poke holes to plant corn and whatnot in. I just old wooden handles. I carved out an old 2x4. The pegs, I replace those for depending on what I plant. And that's just row cover. Sorry. Keep the frost out. I need to get that cleaned up. There's a piece over there I need to gather up too, but I haven't done that yet. Over here is asparagus. It's ferned out. There's still some coming on, but we're not going to eat any more of it. We're not going to harvest any more. It is what it is. We got a fair bit of harvest. We got a fair harvest off of it this year. We got a lot. American flag. Asparagus. Beautiful rhododendron. That thing's beautiful in the spring. Probably a month ago it was pink. We got another one that's purple. It's about the same size, but that's probably 10 feet tall and probably 7 or 8 foot diameter. Probably close. And at the edge of the garden, this edge of the garden, there's a Gala apple. And it is loaded with apples. I should probably thin it, but I'm not gonna. We made applesauce out of this apple tree last year, and it was delicious. And we still have a few pints left of applesauce, and it looks like we're going to get a lot thick in this year, but that's all right. We love applesauce. So, if we get a bunch, we get a bunch. Down here is potatoes. Then there's stray weed here and there, but that's okay. They're in full bloom. They're probably 3 foot tall-ish. This is an area probably 30 by 30 foot. We have red Pontiacs and Kennebecks in this bed. This down here, this end down here is the red Pontiacs. Above that apple tree is the new Kennebecks. This tree here, this apple tree here, is a pink lady. A good friend of mine gave it to me after my mother passed away 5 years ago. 6 years ago, sorry. There's a lot of apples on here as well. It's kind of hard to see. They're all green. Everything's green. But they're loaded. Those apples are actually delicious. Really good. Really tasty. Directly behind me is the garden still. There's the corn. This side's the Indian corn. There you can see our greenhouse. We do have a small nursery, along with a market garden, obviously. Peppers. On the other side of this bed is the zucchinis. There's the tomatoes, onions, peas, and garlic. This is the flower bed. Weeds are overtaking it. And I think for now this is going to be a good enough tour of the outside of the garden. I've got 2 more gardens I want to take a video of. One's on this side and one's across the lane. One across the lane, we just bought that property late in the spring. Got a bunch of tomatoes growing over there, but it's just an experimental patch this year. Hopefully next year we can harvest good. Our potatoes are actually, we grow those Ruth Stout style. They have straw down the bottom. And when we planted them, we put straw down. And that's gonna be it for now. Like it if you like it. Thanks for watching. Y'all take care. See you next time.